you're back at practice. So what has the rehab process been like, and maybe how difficult was it to get hurt in that game and miss the end of the regular season?
Yeah, I mean, you never want to get hurt and miss games, especially the two we had at the end of the season. But I've been feeling good, recovered quick, and the past few days in practice have been great. So ready to roll for tomorrow.
It's the playoffs. Like, how close do you feel to 100%? Because
Yeah,
you know sometimes guys might play at 60 or 70.
No, I'm good. I feel good. I feel great. So.
How many days were you able to practice fully, yesterday and today? Or
Yeah, past 2 days.
AJ, your role has been the same all season, but it's also evolved so much since the beginning of the season, particularly when Doc came on. I'm curious, how does it feel knowing that, you know, you've had the impact you've had, but then also Doc has such high expectations of you in a good way?
Yeah, I have, I try to hold myself to a high standard too. I try to strive towards perfection in all I do, but obviously that's unattainable. But just trying to do everything I can in my role to help the team, and bring as much value, as much impact, change the game as much as possible in the minutes I get is really just my focus, controlling what I can control.
How have you been doing with the up-tempo part of practice? Is that a good test for his ankle, right? You kept up with it, or did you ease into it a little bit just to see how it was at first?
Yeah, part of the getting back process is kind of checking boxes off, getting back on the court, and then building into the live work. But the past 2 days have been great. Like I said, 100%, no issues, been able to do everything. So, yep.
How's it been preparing for the playoffs this year as opposed to your first year last year?
Yeah, it's very different. I was a two-way last year, so I can't dress, can't play. So last year it was more like, how can I just be the biggest fan, support everybody on the bench, cheerleader type guy, just bringing energy. And I'm going to do the same thing this year, but obviously I'm able to play this year, so just kind of the approach is a little different, but I'm ready and excited for it.
Well, speaking of, Doc has been very complimentary of the two ways and the younger guys, and filling in for the Pacers, if you will, this week. Can you talk about just how important that's been for you guys?
That's huge, man. We needed that, just really to practice as a group, and for those young guys just to push us and make us be better, make us talk more, rotate quicker, and just be more precise in our execution. So I think that prepared us tremendously for this upcoming series.
Is this a situation where you ask some of the vets what playoff basketball is actually like, or do you feel like since you're on the bench last year, you kind of got a feel for it?
I think I got a little feel for it last year, but playing is obviously different, and so you kind of just talk to them about it all throughout the year. Talked to them about it a lot last year, just how different is it. But I can't wait. I'm excited for it. It's basketball, good, fun basketball. So I'm ready to rock.
You kind of developed your own fans. I know this is a hard-hitting question that Pat was talking about. You've developed your own fan following as well. Are you aware of some of your nicknames, like Dairy Bird and stuff like that? And does anybody tease you about that or have fun with that?
Yeah, you hear them, whether it's my wife telling them to me or friends. So it's fun just seeing the people, have fun and get creative. I think they're all good. So, no, I don't have a favorite. I like them all.
You mentioned the work you were getting with the two-way guys. How different is that from a year ago, where you had a day and a half learning about the Heat to a whole week? Yeah. And I'm guessing you were maybe part of that scout a little bit with Mike. So how different and maybe important was it to get more looks?
Yeah, I think it's really just more of the live stuff. Last year, you can watch film, but you never know until 2 days, 3 days before. So to actually know all week and be able to rep, this is how they play, this is what they do, and play against it live, and make mistakes, but then learn and get better. So that whole week, I think, just benefits a lot in that way.